All right, so I wanted to touch base real quick and outline what's going on over the last 20 years, at least since September 11th. September 11th was originally investigated by the Department of Defense. We knew something was fishy, and actually, most of the conspiracy theories that were pushed on the population was because we knew something was going on. So, I want to show you something. I work in tandem with the Department of Defense's headquarters 47. Now, if you look that up, it's Office of Special Investigations for the Air Force. Basically, I want to show you something. So, see this license plate? It says 9/11, United 93, but it also means the Council of Three. 9/11, Council of Three, Headquarters 47. So, after 9/11, me and two of my friends were dispatched remotely. You know, a lot of stuff that goes on is in tandem with both worlds. As soon as the FBI released the hotel room in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, right on the strip that I think 4 or 5 of the hijackers had stayed in, we were dispatched down there and went on a car ride. One morning I just woke up and something told me to go to Fort Lauderdale, and so we jumped in my Monte Carlo. No, you know, plan of doing this. It just randomly came about. It was me, one of my friends, Nick, and his friend Alan, who was on leave from the military. And we went and we ended up getting the hotel room that we were the first people to rent after 9/11. And it was the room, it was a suite, had a bar in it and everything. And it was the room that the terrorists had rented. Since that time, I've gained more information on what actually occurred, and that we were conducting an investigation for the Department of Defense. And I've been extensively tortured since that began. I mean, at the beginning of the coronavirus, I was telling and speaking and telling business owners to follow the CDC guidelines as far as social distancing and things of that. But your rent payment is still going to be due on the first of the following month. You can't, and no one can expect these business owners to operate their businesses and be able to financially support themselves and their family while meeting the financial obligations that being a small business owner or an independent business owner presents. I mean, this is challenging enough of a task to do on a normal basis to operate a business independently, and to be an entrepreneur and to be a small business owner. So the fact that I noticed that, and I was like, there's no way you can have these people shutter their businesses without concrete evidence. I mean, Operation Infection, which was a KGB operation during the 80s, which basically was to blame the United States for the HIV spread. They raised a straw man and blamed it on the American military, and said that we created it and that we spread it as a racial weapon and all of this nonsense. That's known. It's declassified by the KGB under Freedom of Information Acts that they have similar systems. The documents have been released as proof. So automatically when coronavirus came about, I was already thinking about the aspect that this could be some type of economic warfare against the United States of America. This mask culture is something that goes on in China and all the time. This is pushing foreign ideals upon us as a population, what we stand for, our freedoms, our ability. And a very key virtue that you have to understand is, even if it is a real virus, he who believes in me shall have eternal life. He who believes in me shall live forever, never to die again. He who believes in me and hears my words. So don't allow false evidence appearing real to manipulate your ability to take care of your family, to support your children, to pay your mortgages and your rent payments, and to maintain your business in a current state and withstanding, to make sure that you're able to meet all the obligations that being an IBO presents to you. You use caution. I mean, this is an information war that's going on. You have to be diligent with what you take in and what you disseminate to your family and to your children. But at the same time, the CDC has put out guidelines for social distancing. Do the best you can, sanitize, stuff like that, but this is a type of an economic warfare that's being waged against you. And I know for a fact, because at the beginning of it, I was speaking out and giving speeches telling business owners to remain vigilant, to follow the guidelines, but to remain open and not to be bullied and pressured into ending up. This reminds me of the stock market crash of the 30s, where everything was bought up for pennies on the dollar. This looks like a power grab by no slight of the imagination. Remain perseverant, remain strong and steadfast in your convictions to keep your family prepared and safe. Do not allow anyone to fearmonger you or back you into a corner. Use your local chambers of commerce and bind together with other businesses in the community to remain a united front against anybody who would accost you and cause you to lose control of your business or your financial interests. You are a freeborn people. Use the abilities and the gifts that being an American citizen offers you. You have certain imbued protections from the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. These things are not suspended. Don't believe that crap. These people are psychopaths. They're delusional. They're trapped in the definition of insanity. This definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over and over again. That's all that is going on. These people are stuck in glue. You need to remain strong. Now, how I know coronavirus is being used as a tool of warfare against the people is because, first of all, when I was giving those speeches, when I went to sleep one night, I had a dream and I had carryover symptoms in this reality. I was duct taped to a chair and people stuck rags down my throat that tasted like solvents, like cleaning products, like copy toner machine crap, acetone and shit, to the point where it made my ears burst for speaking out and telling the businesses to remain perseverant, to remain headstrong, to stay the course, and to reference all possible information that's relevant to your situation. Use common sense. Listen, I see more people in public sick during flu season than I've seen during this entire tandem. I haven't seen anyone during this nightmare sneezing, coughing, wheezing in public. I've seen no such symptoms. I've seen no one visibly ill. Be the source of the news that you consume. Source report. If you see someone sick somewhere, take out your camera and report it. Take out your camera and document what you're seeing in your community. Be the citizen journalist that turns the tide against insanity. The herd mentality will leave you penniless. If these people implemented any type of communism, that leaves ruin in its wake. These people don't have a country. They're not Russians or Chinese. It's a group of people with a set idealism who wish nothing more than to strip mine this place and steal whatever that's not nailed down. That's how they operate. And then they leave when they're done and they do it somewhere else. They're like a plague of shit that comes and destroys like termites on a wooden structure. Use your own common sense. Source report what you see. It's time for us to rise up and become the source of the information that ourselves and our family collectively take in. We cannot continue to be led astray by people who just want to steal whatever they can get their grimy little fingers on. This is beginning to become the most ridiculous time in human history. Why would we ever allow ourselves to be led by buffoons, by fools? They're not referencing any information. They're just, whatever anyone says becomes the norm. Allowing ourselves to be fools. Rise up strong and independent. Show your solidarity and your strength and compassion. Operation Infection was real. And the best part about the espionage theater, they recycle scripts like it's going out of style. If you're too dumb to see, listen, in the last decade alone, we've had H1N1, Ebola virus, swine flu, Triple E, Eastern Equinile, whatever. Every year they've got some bug, some germ, some this. Let's rise together collectively here and stand in solidarity for common sense. See what you see in the public. Do you see people wheezing and sick? These towers can emulate symptoms on you. And if you're foolish enough to fall for it and think you caught this, they're using it to scare you to death. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Let that be emblematic for your resolve and strength in the hours and days that lay ahead. They're killing you with your own ignorance and stupidity. You're allowing yourselves to be led right to the culling. Wise up. Think for yourself. Know those towers they're putting up can fake symptoms on you, nausea. They can make you feel hot like you got a fever. They're beaming radio signals at you. Wake up. He who believes in me shall live forever and evermore, never to perish again. Feel my strength. Unify with me. Don't fall for the hoodwink. Allow yourself to become one with my energy field and be safe and sheltered within that field of love. Do research into history, real history, not the crap they feed us. That's to prey on ignorance. This world was meant for the strong in the sense, and that's not in the gross way they try to use it. It means the people who think for themselves shall be rewarded. The people who understand and allow themselves to think and believe and think freely and not be led by the nose, by the herd, will rise above to heights never seen before. Your strength, it comes from being able to think clearly and freely and not be skewed by outside influence. Don't allow anyone to ever sway you. Remain strong. Nothing can kill you but you. Your foolishness. Rise against the stupidity. Stupidity has become the new norm. Everyone wants to talk about the new norm. The new norm is stupidity, ignorance, a blind follower mentality, no matter what insanity might be being perpetrated. It's wrong. It's not okay in the eyes of love, in the eyes of this world. You are one of the most magnificent and brilliant creations that was ever conceived anywhere. I tell you this, there's life on other planets that have evolved. But humanity is one of the most blissful things when properly understood. The teachings have been skewed so that you believe that you're corrupted from day one. You're not. That's a lie. It's a lie to make you accept that you're less than perfect. You're perfection being portrayed daily. Remove yourself from what they've told you you are. Start there at your core foundation and rebuild what you see yourself personified as through your persona. Your persona. Allow yourself to rise to new heights. Stop following blindly ignorance. Realize there are people out there who want to sway you, and it's almost a punishment. Put this mask on. Do this, do that. This is Chinese culture, man. Wake up. It is what it is. You people need to be smart. I'm telling you, for saying the very words I'm saying. I had an astral delusion. Don't believe the stuff that you see when you go to sleep at night, because them towers, they can fuck with you that way too. I was taped to a chair and had rags stuck down my throat that had solvents on them. I don't know what the chemicals were, but I could taste it when I woke up. My ears popped for days after every time I swallowed. They're not swaying me. They're not shutting me down. They know they can't. They know I'm God. And I will never back away from protecting you. Stand up for yourselves. Think for yourselves. I want to see everybody go. You think that there's some kind of reward in some of you burning. It's the most disgusting thing that's ever happened. When truth was brought forth, you were all supposed to rise above, bond together, and unify. The amount of crap that's gone on since that investigation that I haven't even spoken on is overburdensome. For me, to be as cheerful and happy, it's because I'm doing it for you. Now you need to do something for yourself too. And that's to be smart and wise and to be the source of all of our news. Please get your phones out. Please document what you see. Start source reporting. Hashtag source reporting. It's time we take back our media. It's time we take back our minds. It's time we take back our perceptions. We can no longer stand idly by and be led astray because these people don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you. They don't care about anyone but themselves. And even that, they don't love themselves. Only the unloved can act like that. Listen to the Great Dictator speech by Charlie Chaplin. Only the unloved can act the way these people are. They have no self-love. In other videos, I've talked about how self-love is the only way that you can ever truly love another. If you don't love yourself, you'll lash out at everyone. You'll project your pain onto every experience you have in life. All love starts with love for the self. If you don't have that, then you can never truly love. And it, just because you don't have it now doesn't mean you can't find it. Go back through your life. Dissect the different things that happened to you and realize they were meant to make you stronger, to build virtue and integrity into your being. Things in life weren't going to be easy. There was going to be times where your strength and your willpower and your determination and courage would be tested. To make sure you rose above when those challenges were presented. You throughout life gave yourself challenges. Bars that you had to meet and surpass. Go back through your experience and know you set yourself those challenges. Rise up. That's why I'm standing here, steadfast, determined, with integrity and courage and love in my heart. Because I know where my challenges come from. The only person that can challenge God is God's self. And it's the same with you. No one can come up to you and challenge you. You set your own challenges. You set your standard that you want to enforce, that you want to represent, that you want to be emblematic of your name, your heritage, your history, your defining in every moment of every day. Every second that you're here is the greatest gift you've ever been given. Stop fucking feeling bad and sorry about your childhood or your past relationship. If one girl came and made you miserable, that was to teach you what you're not supposed to be looking for. To help make you better, to see clearly that there's billions of girls out there. That there's someone for you that can make you feel loved. But it has to start with you. In your acceptance that maybe you misunderstood some things. Maybe you got a few things wrong. Maybe you labeled something painful or hurtful when really it was meant to be emblematic of strength, courage, determination, the ability to solve problems. The more you're tested, that goes back to the real order out of chaos, taking the road least traveled, allowing yourself to be imbued with strength, honor, integrity. We've all done stuff. I've done stuff in my life. I don't judge it. I don't care. I know what I was doing was part of my story to make me the man I am today and to make me never judge another person, to imbue me with the ability to know the difference and to know that with life, there is no set course as far as what you personally do or have been through. It's all a process of building strength and courage and integrity into your body, into your being, into your heart, helping you unlock more and more and more of your heart with every passing day and every passing beat. Be the source of your understanding. Stop allowing others to implant ideas, news, fictitious events It's a perversion of your own very, very natural essence, which is love. You weren't born in sin. Sin means not, you were born in not understanding. And in a way, that's all that means. Sin means to miss the mark, not understand. So sure, you were born in not understanding because you didn't see the whole picture yet. So there you go. I just freed you from that mentality that you were born in sin. That should instantly transform humanity into knowing you're here to build strength, character, and love and be the full realization of the same. Love is all there is in the end, and it's all you ever were. Anything else was a misinterpretation, a misunderstanding of the path that you are on. Right now, we all need to be strong, steadfast, convicted in our own determination, able to disseminate information clearly. And furthermore, don't even take stupid information. If it doesn't affect your day-to-day life, don't even buy into it. What's the point? Infotainment. Watch what makes you happy, that you gain something from. If it doesn't affect what you do on a daily basis, I don't pay attention to it. I don't watch that crap. If a nuclear bomb goes off, God will pay attention, but that ain't gonna happen. It can't. You have no idea the defenses I have up to make sure that doesn't happen. You all need to stand united right now. Take back your understanding. Be free from the idea you were born in sin. That just means you were born not knowing, not understanding your true essence and the true nature of life, which is to unlock your full potential, which is love. The difference, to know the difference. All the rest and the stuff, it was an illusion. You're labeling it something other than what it was, which was an opportunity to build character, strength, integrity, courage, determination, perseverance. All beautiful words when truly defined the right way. I freed you from not knowing. And I need you all right now to be strong and to think for yourselves and to think clearly and rationally